if you see recordings made in the 50s, you'll see the name, for example, Tullio Serafin, great Italian conductor. And after his name, it said, Maestro concertatore e direttore d'orchestra. The word concertatore means to put together. And it shows to me the true nature of what an opera conductor does. To me, it is my duty to give a framework that allows the singers and all the members of the orchestra, chorus, dancers if there are dancers, number one, the direction, so that we're all going with a certain architecture, a certain approach to the work, and that musical approach is in sync with the ideas of the stage director, and of course with the ideas of the composer and the librettist originally. And I also believe in giving the space to each of the performers, be they members of the orchestra or the soloist singers, to do their best work, to feel confident and to feel relaxed enough to give their very best. In a standard piece, like say a repertory piece like Rigoletto that you mentioned, one should still go back to the score, examine it, and get a direct idea of it and an interpretation of it coming directly from the page, and not be seduced, as it were, by all the recordings and all the tradition and all the baggage that almost 2 centuries has brought to a work like Mozart or early Verdi or whatever. Most living composers are not inflexible. And sometimes if a certain phrase isn't quite working for a certain soloist, I might say, you know, maybe one could make a little change to play to the strength, whether it's an instrumental soloist or a singer, to make something work. The conductor is sort of like a midwife or a doctor helping to deliver the baby. I have been involved with Rio since the end of November. That's when I got the music. Rio has been maturing and evolving for the past 8 or 9 years. In 2005, a suite was written with a lot of the music. I believe Don has been working on this for about 8 years. And the idea of writing an opera about Latin America, about the subject, has been in Don's consciousness for 20 years. I heard the tape and heard and got some of the music from the suite maybe 2 years ago, when at the same time that Bill Florescu received it, and he sent it to me, and I was very enthusiastic. It is a brilliant orchestral score. The writing for orchestra is fantastic. It is also one of the very few operas written in the last, say, 30 years that has both superb music and an absolutely first-rate text, libretto. This has the immense advantage of where the words and the music were created together. And the score that Don has written perfectly expresses and enriches this excellent text, which is extremely idiomatic. It sounds real. This may be the first world premiere in the 76-year history of the opera company, but it's much more than that. It is the world premiere of a very ambitious piece, and of one of the finest pieces I've come across. I think this is a piece of great importance. I think that Don has has created a major opera. And in an era when, for financial reasons, a lot of the new works are miniatures, are little Meissen China miniatures, Rio de Sangre is more like a Greek or a Michelangelo sculpture. And it is a major achievement on a large scale. And I'm thrilled to be involved with it.